Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, 16th day of September, 7th day of Tishrei. Here we go. Sukkot laws now because, well, we don't have a lot of time to get our Sukkot laws done. Here goes. First of all, when you're buying a Lulav, be very careful to buy a Lulav only from a reputable seller, someone who seems to ask in your community if he's someone who sells proper lulav. And you can't just go out to a palm tree yourself and decide this is a palm tree, so that's a lulav, and you're going to get the wrong thing. You have to get it from a reputable person who knows what he's doing. That's number one. The spine of the lulav, the green thing that faces you, should be at least 4 tefachim tall. A tefach is your hand with a thumb. So basically it has to be about 16 inches tall. It should be one tefach, the spine of it should be one tefach, one of these. So 4 inches taller than your hadassim and aravos, which go on the sides. The first 2 days of Sukkot, you have to make sure that your lulav is not borrowed or stolen, because on the first day, which in outside of Israel is represented by the first 2 days, that's a whole other story. But anyway, on the first 2 days, it says that you should take for yourself. It should be yours on the first day, represented by 2 outside of Israel. So on those first 2 days, you have to have a lulav that all of those 4 species that should belong to you, not stolen and not borrowed. If someone wants to give you his, and he says, "I'm giving it to you as a present," on condition that you return it to me. I hope it doesn't sound like fake, but he can really give it to you as a present, and he can say it's yours on condition that after you use it, you give it back to me. That's allowed, okay? It's not illegal fakeness, it's real, and so your friend could do that for you on the first date. So shols actually own sometimes their own set of lulav and esrog, and you could use a shols one. The idea is that the shul bought it for you, for guests or other people that are there to use, and you could use that. The only problem is that it could be that some guy before you picked it up, used it, acquired it, and didn't give it, quote unquote, back to the shul, and you don't own it. So you do have to watch out for that kind of problem. It's best that you own your own, at least for those first 2 days. Stolen is never allowed on all the days of Sukkot, because that's called a mitzvah haba ba'avera, a mitzvah that came through sin, and you're not allowed to do a mitzvah that comes through sin. Okay, and also if you're buying a lulav where the leaves are all tightly stuck together to the middle of the lulav so that they don't shake at all, that could very well be a improper lulav, because it's got to have some shakiness such that the leaves flap around a little bit at least. Otherwise, if it's all stuck together as one, totally stuck together, it's not a proper lulav. Also, if the middles, the tiomas, that's those middle 2 pairs of leaves, are split all the way up and down the whole lulav, that will ruin the lulav too. You should, as much as possible, try to buy a lulav that has the tiomas, that middle 2 leaves, stuck together all the way up to the top, if possible. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.